A GOP official is proudly stating that straight people are superior to gay people. His words, very much not mine. We're gonna jump into a little bit of the commentary. This is Mark Robinson, North Carolina's lieutenant governor and God only knows eventual presidential candidate. Here's a bit of what he had to say.
Care who likes it. Right wing watch, get your camera ready. I want you to run, go tell this. Ain't but two genders. Male and female. There are two genders, male and female. And I don't care how much you cut yourself up, drug yourself up, and dress yourself up. You still either one or two things. You either a man or a woman. You might be a cut up, dressed up, drugged up, ugly man or a woman. But you still a man or a woman. And I don't care who doesn't like it.
Okay, so sometimes I have a big problem with the things that people say that we profile in these videos. And sometimes it can be a bit subtle, or I have to explain the historic context, get you to understand why exactly I have such a problem with it. I feel like it kind of speaks for itself in this particular case. You either want to be in that person's group or you don't want to be in that person's group. There are two sorts of people, that sort of person and everyone else. And I don't like that sort of person at all. I got news for him. You have an issue with the LGBTQ community. You got issue potentially explicitly with the transgender community. This is going to blow their minds. None of this is new. None of this. I understand that there's social media now, and so for like the first time, people like you have to see the lives of other people, and you recoil from that. You hate that. This is not new. You can go back to any time in human history, and in most societies, there is not a concept of only two genders. There have been all sorts of ways of differentiating different people's experiences and perspectives. You may not be knowledgeable about that. I'm certainly not an expert on that, but I know that it's not new. Anyway, this isn't just a rando. This is a lieutenant governor. This is a person whose beliefs in this area could affect the lives of people, potentially millions of people. And that should bother all of us. We're gonna go into a little bit more about his views. Let's take a look at this video.
Stuff. And we are talking about God stuff. And I'm asking you, what purpose? If homosexuality is of God, what purpose does it serve? What does it make? What does it create? It creates nothing. Somebody asked me in the classroom one time, we were talking about, and they said, this fellow was a homosexual, looked at me and said, so you think your wife and you think your heterosexual relationship is superior to my husband and our homosexual relationship? Yes. Now let's look at it this way. Gay couple, straight couple, dark room. 9 months later, gay couple, 2 people. 9 months later, heterosexual, 3 people. These people are superior because they can do something these people can't do. Because that's the way God created it to be.
Technically, if you take 2 straight people, put them in a dark room, shut them up for 9 months, at the end you have 2 people who died of hunger and starvation literally months ago. But I get the point that he thinks he's trying to make. Have you come up with any issues with that there? You probably have, because he's hardly the first person to make these stupid sorts of points. We were talking about Always Sunny in Philadelphia earlier. There's an incredibly homophobic character on there that once tried to make the case for why gay marriage shouldn't be legal by taking 2 plugs and banging them together. This is 1% more clever than that satire of a lizard-brained homophobe. Here's the issue with that. Reproduction is not the only purpose that humans can aspire to. There are plenty of straight couples that don't want to have kids, or for a variety of reasons can't have kids. That happens. So when you reach a certain age, a straight couple in a dark room, and they can't bear children, they can't procreate anymore, what's the point? your grandma and grandpa, why are they wasting our time with their supposed marriage? You can put two 90-year-olds in a dark room. What do you have afterward? Well, hopefully you still have the two 90-year-olds. But what you won't have is a third person, so what's the point? Jesus hates that. Look how stupid of a point this is. There are all sorts of people that have, a soldier could be injured, come back, unable to bear children. Guess there's no point in marriage anymore. It's bad enough when this is a rando on Twitter. It's bad enough when this is deluding the minds of just religious people. This is a currently sitting elected official who has millions of constituents that are parts of a variety of different communities that he's casually demeaning to score like applause from the audience. Hopefully, just seeing the video causes you to see how insane this is and how we have to push back against this. The Republican Party has not advanced even as much as sometimes it might seem as they have.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.